someplace I'll never go in and eat again. This is a true story, and I don't know 100% sure if this is what was gonna happen, but so I ordered a chili dog in here, right? And there was this weird looking dude. He had the hot dog bun in his hand, I swear to God, and he was like whispering to his friend back there, and she was going, no, you're not gonna do that. No, he's, yeah, I will, watch this. And so he had the hot dog bun, and he walked into the walk-in with it, where the hot dog was right there. I think he was putting his ween in my hot dog bun. And then he came out and was laughing, and she goes, no, you didn't do that. No, I walked out. Like, why are you taking my hot dog bun into the walk-in anyway? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, he put his ween in my hot dog bun. I wasn't gonna eat that. I'll never eat in there again. I'd already paid for it. I was like, fuck it. You know, I'm not taking the chance. If you think maybe somebody put their ween in your hot dog bun, you don't eat the hot dog. I don't want to be gay. That'll turn you gay, won't it? I think so. I'm in Rite Aid. There's nothing in this area that I live in. Or, you know, there's art studios and there's nothing. There's no restaurants. There's no real stores. There's a Rite Aid, you know. Restaurants, we have Popeyes, Domino's. No real restaurants, you know. Rite Aid has a bunch of shit. It's not what I'm looking for, of course. You know, who would come to Rite Aid and go shopping for food? Well, I guess it's open in the middle of the night. If you're hungry at 2 in the morning, I guess you could get soup, you know. They got other shit though. You know, I'll eat these, you know. They're not bad. It's alright. This one is the one that I always get, is like the chicken with mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh, here, this is the one I really like. The turkey with dressing. This is what I would eat on Thanksgiving. This right here. I'll probably have this for Christmas. This will be my Christmas dinner. This is good to know that they sell this here. You know. I mean, it's food. You know. See what kind of root beer they have. They have mugs, which is not bad if you're gonna make like a root beer float. It's not the best root beer. If mugs was in a glass bottle, it would be much better. Oh, look at this. Now, Pop-Tarts, I'm a big fan of Pop-Tarts, but you know what? These Pop-Tarts with the icing on them, it's disgusting. I just like a plain strawberry Pop-Tart. Sometimes I'll take those, I'll put them in a toaster oven with a little butter on them. You know, this is gross with sprinkles. It's disgusting. Hormel real bacon bits. No, I want Bacos. I don't want real bacon. I want Bacos. I want imitation. This is garbage. I would not buy this. How much is this? $3.19 it says. That's pretty cheap. Bacon's expensive. Wait a minute. Rite Aid isn't so bad. Look, they have A1 sauce. A1 sauce is a premium condiment, and you can drink this shit right out of the bottle. And here's something that I haven't seen in a long time. Heinz 57 sauce. I'd use it if I had French fries or something. It's okay, but no comparison to A1 sauce. A1 sauce is delicious. By the way, never give your dog any steak with A1 sauce on it. This has raisins in it. All grape products are harmful to dogs. This is the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Never give your dog grape juice or grapes. It can kill your dog, and I'm not making that up. Now, talking about another delicious drinking condiment, Liam Perrin's Worcestershire sauce. I'll drink this right out of the bottle. It's fucking delicious. Tell me it's not. It's great. It's great just to drink. Why would I waste it on a steak? I just want to drink it. Oh, listen, Christmas music. I love Christmas. Everybody knows this.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Look, they have my favorite Red Bull. If you go in an even more ghetto-like neighborhood, this is the truth. They have the Red Bull locked up. You have to ask to get in. I'm not making this up. This is New York City. You have to ask for the Red Bull. Even in like bodegas. Bodegas are like little convenience stores. They'll have the Red Bull behind the counter because people rip it off. This is no shit. I'm not making this up. The shrimp rings at Key Food in my neighborhood, same thing. They said that people rip those things off. Like it's gold. It's fucking shrimp. How cheap are you? You have to steal your shrimp or steal your Red Bull? It's pathetic. They got hot dogs here. That's fairly awesome. I didn't know they had hot dogs. I like hot dogs, but I don't. This is true. I don't really like to cook them. Sometimes I will. If I'm gonna have like a chili dog, I'll cook the hot dog. But generally speaking, I'll buy a pack and then I just eat them cold. I don't know. I saw my dad doing it as a kid. I remember one time we were at the grocery store. He was out in the car waiting for my mom or something, but he'd gone in, talked to my dad owned a slaughterhouse, right? So he was talking to the butcher and he was like, I went outside, my dad was in the car and he was eating hot dogs, but the kind that are kind of linked together, the good kind. I think that's where I picked it up. And those, I love those, like the natural casing hot dogs. Yum. Don't cook them, eat them cold. The good thing about Rite Aid is that they sell a mouse for your computer. Those things get destroyed at my house. Sam the Raven will get one every now and then all of a sudden, what am I gonna do? I can't even shut down my computer. Rite Aid in the middle of the night. That is. I don't care if it's $14. It's overpriced. I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna buy it. I buy these like once every month or two. What are you gonna do? Here's something that they never had before, but they have now, which is tennis balls. And this is great because I use these to train dogs with. I've needed these in this neighborhood and couldn't find them. Now Rite Aid carries them. That's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome. Oh, look at this. You know what I'm saying? A little bondage. Not for me. I would never do anything weird like that. No. You're not handcuffing me. No thank you. And I don't really want to handcuff anybody. Unless you're real smoking hot and you want me to. Then I'll do it. But it's not something that pops, oh, I want to handcuff some broad and do her. No, I don't. And I don't want to be And another thing, I don't like pain. If I'm doing it, I don't want some broad biting me it's sex. I don't want it to hurt. I had a woman once say, bite me, and I bit her, right? And she's like, no, bite me harder. I'm like, what the fuck? You know? Not into it. No pain. Pain is not supposed to be a part of sex. That's me. That's what I'm not into. Pain. I got enough pain. I'm walking with a limp. Right now, I'll probably eat some Bigfoot meat or drink some Sasquatch blood, and I'll feel better later. Maybe I'll be into it then, but generally speaking, no pain, no thank you. Ever use one of these with your dog, a flexi lead? This is not a flexi lead, but it's the same product. You have no control over your dog. You have the dog 16, 20, how long does this go? It doesn't matter. You can't control the dog with anything like this. This is not a leash. Anytime you see a dog on one of these, and if it's walking towards you, walk in the other direction with your dog, because the dog that's on the flexi lead is not going to be under control. It's going to be a maniac. This is a terrible product. These should be taken off the market. Dogs have died because of these. With the big flexi lead, it goes 26 feet. 26 feet. It's absurd. Another thing that you should never do with your dog is tie it out. Don't do that. Every dog that's tied out like that is a mess. Don't do this. It's just like an indication that you don't give a shit about the dog. Don't tie your dog out. You know, if your dog has to be outside, a kennel is more appropriate than a tie out. Tie out is no good. Another dog product in Rite Aid that I do not, don't give your dog these. It has no nutritional value, but give your dog the shits. Also, if you're trying to housebreak a puppy or something, you give them something like this. and it just expands in their stomach, and they're gonna go to the bathroom. So this is not appropriate. If you want to give your dog like a pacifier, use a deer antler. That is better. It's going to cost you some money, but they last for a long time. This thing, the dog will go through it. They'll eat it. It's bleached. It's bleached. You think that your dog should have bleached rawhide? Don't do it. These things, these plush toys, BarkBox will send you crap like this, right? Don't give this to your dog. It's filled with like polyfiber. It's non-digestible. The only thing that your dog should really be chewing on, like I said, is a deer antler, or maybe a raw bone, raw beef bone. Don't get those basted bones. Do they have those here? Yes, they do. This is a basted bone, smoked ham bone. It says that it's a ham bone. I think it's a beef bone, actually. But the problem with these is that when they smoke it, it gets cooked. So if your dog starts chewing on this, it's going to splinter. No cooked bones of any kind. It's going to give your dog enteritis. It can splinter. These can kill your dog. I'm not making it up. It's a very bad product. Talking about dogs, we might as well talk about cats and cat food. This is horrible stuff to give to your cat. If you look on the back of this, it has grain in it. Cats don't eat grain. Your cat is a carnivore. Grain is in there, like in dog food. It's a filler. And don't think that if you're giving your dog grain-free, that it's any better than giving your dog grain. It's not. It's filler. It's carbs. Your dog and your cat needs no carbs. This is a horrible product. Your dog and your cat should be on a raw diet. It's not that difficult. It isn't. This Purina cat chow, horrible for your cat. This is a pandemic among our pets. Is this problem? Is that this is sold out of convenience? Is it really that inconvenient that when you're at the grocery store, you buy food for your cat and your dog? It's not. Just know that if you're going to give your cat steak, that you have to use calcium, because bone is part of the diet. You have to put calcium on the steak or the hamburger for your dog or your cat. They need at least twice as much calcium as a human. It's part of their diet. You have to add calcium. How many times do I hear some idiot saying, "Oh, I started my dog on the raw meat diet and it has diarrhea"? Yeah. Did you add calcium, asshole? No, you didn't. It's a raw diet. It's not a raw meat diet. You don't know what you're doing. Don't feed your dog this, but also don't give your dog just flat out raw meat. That's not what it's about. In the dollar store right now, pet training pads. Never buy these for your puppy or your older. If you buy these for your puppy, you're going to be using this for the entire lifetime of the dog. Don't be lazy. There is no excuse to be using these. Take your dog outside. You're going to use these when the dog is 7 weeks old. You're going to be using it when the dog is 7 months old. It's a joke. Don't do it. You're going to have a dog that's shitting and pissing in your house.